All right, what is going on, everybody? We are back here for our oh goodness, I am blanking. So this is the fourth match of the night here. It is the fourth match of the night. I got this, Psycho. There's too many leagues now. We got like provisional, we got the GM. My math was hard, but we're back here in the prospect league for some prospect moments here as we have the East taking on the West. It is going to be another spicy one, Psycho. How you doing? We're back. We're back in the mood. They can't get rid of us.
We're back. I mean, I don't even know if they want to get rid of us. Probably not, but we are
They
back.
might.
I'm doing good as I was 4 minutes ago.
There we go. That's what we love to see. They might want to get rid of us, Psycho. They want to get rid of me. That's for sure. I know that. I know that. They
I
said
do too.
down with Rocker Man or whatever. But I'm still here. They can't take me out. Not yet, at least. But we got a great one, Psycho, as we are heading to the Prospect League. We got some great players here in this one, and we actually have a little bit of a change here. A newly named All-Star on the East, filling in for some replacements. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, I can't tell you much because honestly, I forgot. Dr. Waffles, right? That's
Yep.
who's
There you go.
Dr. Waffles is filling
Yep.
in. I mean, you said is on the east side, right?
Correct.
And who's he filling in for? Because I'm not sure. Oh, Rogue, of course,
Yep,
Rogue. And unfortunately, Gallium. See the original. Let's just go over the original real quick.
Yep,
Instead
there you
of
go.
me stumbling and scuffing and everything. But the original Eastern lineup was Rogue for the PR caster, won the PR caster. Air Sweeney won the management selection. Critter won the GMs, and Gallium was the favorite. But Gallium did get placed as the reserve. Rogue, Air Sweeney, and Critter were the starters, but Rogue unfortunately cannot make it, and Gallium also cannot make it. So we had to pull up Dr. Waffles. Pretty much he was just outside of getting into the All-Star. So happy to see him be able to get up there, and let's see what he can do.
Yeah, we'll definitely get to see what they're going to do here as we've got two players now on Origin here at the moment with Dr. Waffles and Air Sweeney. Some big trades have went down, especially with my org there, so I'm happy to see Waffles get the nod here on this one. And yeah, we're going to have to see. And they're going up against some great players here on the other side. They got Jaegers, Turbo, and Mitso, who have had some great seasons as well, obviously, to make the All-Star here. Mitso on an undefeated team, and Jaegers, obviously, everyone knows Jaegers and loves Jaegers. And Turbo, new to Nemesis, so really some great players here, Psycho. We got them in the lobby. They're ready to go here. Oh, you know what I completely forgot? And it's just completely random. I forgot to put the poll prediction in survey for who everyone thought was going to win tonight here. But we got the channel point prediction up here. People are rocking with the West, Psycho. Who are you rocking with to take this one?
I would be rocking with the East because Rogue in the Minotaurs, but Rogue's not here. He didn't show up. He's not able to make it. So, I'm West. I'm a West guy. I got to go with the West here.
All right, fair enough. Any predictions? How far you go? Go to Game 5, sweep?
Man, I would like to see this go to Game 5, but to be honest with you, I can't say for sure. I'm not sure how these guys are gonna mesh, but and also Mitso, Mitso's really a good player, and coming back from getting perfect swept out of the playoffs last season to having a perfect record so far, or maybe not perfect, but undefeated. I think West is going to be able to shut this down in 4 games.
Fair enough. We will have to see here as you guys can see the rosters out here on the pitch. Some great all-stars here. Mitso, Jaegers, Turbo, and then Dr. Waffles, Air Sweeney, and Critter. Everyone loves to see Critter here as the West is taking a shot, but the East has an opportunity here. And Critter trying to make something happen here, and I thought for a second there, Critter has a very close car design to what I'm walking with, the white Fennec. He's got the NRG decal, I've got the Furia decal, so maybe I'm biased towards Critter. I'm loving the car design out by him here, as we are a minute in, no one able to score yet, but here comes the East trying to make something happen, as this ball popped up and cleared away by Mitso, who picks up a savior medal already. The East has been powering some shots through here as they make another save on their other end and send it down. And Psycho, we're going to see how the East chemistry is going to go. Oh my goodness, a shot, another save. Just the saves keep coming from the West.
Yeah, Critter with a big shot there, but a good save from the West, staying strong on the defensive line. But they're this is a back and forth so far. This is what you want to see, Rocker man. Not too much pressure on either side. Both sides getting a decent amount of shots. East is leading the shots by quite a bit, but West is staying strong, and West is, just got the defense. Mitso with 3 saves already, and then Jaegers and Turbos another 3 saves between them.
I mean, really just a defensive clinic here is we're in a little bit of a stalemate, and both these teams trying to be the first ones to break through. His Turbo's looking for a demo. Dr. Waffles sending it down towards the net, but Mitso is going to make a touch. Critter finds a huge 50. He's looking for the shot there. He's just a little bit wide. I thought maybe he was going to go for the demo because Psycho, I don't know if you know, but I'm sure the Prospect League is aware. Critter is a demo machine. He's one of the top demoers in Nemesis this season, as he's actually leading Nemesis Psycho in demos per game. 2.69 demos a game from Critters. So you gotta be watching out at the back end when Critters flying through.
Yeah, not surprised in the least. I am aware of how Critter is, having been in Prospect last season. I got to play against him, and not only, and he has no bias. You can be his friend, and he's gonna destroy you. He even came after me after the play was over. I scored one time, and he demoed me after the play. I said, "Okay, this is how this man is."
Hey, that's just how it goes sometimes, Psycho. When you're a demo guy, you just got to keep going. It doesn't stop. It's a mental thing. You got to get in their head with those demos. As this one awkward here, and oh my goodness, I thought it was going to be own gold by the West, but we're not in the Novice League anymore or the Provisional League. That ball's going to be saved away, and with a minute 30 left, these guys, we're not seeing too much offense, and it's like I'm kind of disappointed. It's the All-Star game. Let's see some clips. Let's see some offense. Too many saves. Obviously some good saves, but I want to see some flip resets out here.
That's true. I mean, we saw some mechanics in the Novice League. There was even a little bit of mechanics in the Provisional League. You'd expect the Prospect League to be riddled with it, but just seemingly some back and forth in the midfield for the most part so far.
Yeah, they're really holding it down here, as there's been a lot of shots on both ends, and the West has made a couple of crucial saves. As this ball sent back in, Jaegers is hunting down in the corner, but Critter is going to find a touch. Mitso popping this one up high. Turbo trying to get to it. He's going to find a touch, but it's sent out. Jaegers towards the net. Waffles going to pop it up high. Sweeney looking to pre-jump a little bit there. Is Critter send it high up the backward. Oh, Critter. Do we see something here, Critter? Oh, close. The shot coming through, but not quite quick enough as another save comes up for the West. I thought we were going to see some peak there, as this ball's still hanging around the 50. But another save. Oh, my goodness. The West has 9 saves.
That is insane. Mitso with 5 saves. No wonder he's on an undefeated team. And not only that, but I mean, he hasn't been popping off offensively, but I have seen him pop off offensively, and he's one of those players that makes you go, holy moly, how did he hit that? And I mean, he's just been doing it on defense so far, not offense, but it looks like we're going to have an overtime here, Rocker Man.
All these guys are trying to keep it up here. It's in the wall there. This one's finally hit the ground in a 0-0 overtime in an all-star match here. Maybe not quite what we were expecting, but I mean, the West is putting on a saving clinic here, as the East have been just throwing up all the shots. But when you have a team that's that aggressive, Psycho, all it takes is one counterattack, one opportunity, and you could just see a goal go right back in your face, despite all the pressure that you've had.
That's very true, and that's also a very unsettling thing, if you will. It's a very demoralizing thing to have that happen, to have so much pressure and then just get scored on in an overtime over something so silly as just being pushed up a little bit too far. But it looks like Mitso and Turbo are determined to keep this ball in the offensively orientated for themselves.
Yeah, they really are, as we're down to a minute into overtime here. Both these teams just putting up save after save. And now Dr. Waffles trying to send it down here. This ball's popping up in the midfield. Mitso gonna find a touch just in time there, As this ball sent out, another one towards the net, but another save. Jaeger's picking up a savior medal. As, oh my goodness, these guys are just putting in the work here. As, oh my goodness, how many saves are on the board here? We have got 11 saves on this one. And, you know, I was curious to see if we were nearing a Nemesis record. As this one going towards the open net, but it's going to be saved again. Another savior medal. And we might be psycho. Is that 6 save? The Nemesis record is 20 saves. Done by Velocity way back in, oh goodness, what is it, season 7? It was maybe not way back, but last season, 20 saves. I mean, with the way this one's going, who knows if they're going to possibly get that way. I mean, just so many saves on both sides.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm nearing a 2-minute mark in this overtime. This is game number 1, ladies and gentlemen. Air Sweeney almost putting an end to the pain and suffering, but no. It's going to stay alive. The West is bound and determined at this point, Rocker Man.
They really are. They are just holding strong, and you got to give credit to the East as well. They have saved all the shots as well. Both these teams have saved every single shot here. There's not been an errant shot at all from either of these teams. It's been on net, and it's been saved every time, which is very impressive. And it goes to show you, I mean, this is so evenly matched here. Is this one dangerous? Sweeney, off the backward. The follow-up is going to be saved again, Mitso. Oh, my goodness, another save. The 14th for the West All-Stars here as we're 2.5 minutes in to this one, and seemingly no one is going to ever break through. As, oh my goodness, here's the shot. Turbo. What a redirect to end it. And that's what it takes to score.
Yeah, West coming through. Holy moly, Turbo, which one of the more deadly players from the Gladiators, coming through in the last seconds there, or not the last seconds, but coming through in the overtime right there. What a beautiful touch and redirect from him. Perfect placement into that top right corner. I mean, it just doesn't get much better than that.
I mean, really, it does. And I just can't state enough as how, you know, how perfect that shot had to be, Psycho. And that was the one that broke the, you know, the stalemate there. It was just a really good shot. And I mean, man, if, you know, I was hating on it a little bit, Psycho. I wanted to see some more action, but that was very impressive. And if that's, you know, what it's going to take to score a goal, I mean, we are going to see some highlight reel shots for sure.
Yeah, I think so. I think this could go either one of two ways at this point. We could have an entire series that was just like that. Game number 1, just this back and forth, tooth and nail battle, or one of these teams, you know, hopefully the West is about to run away with this thing.
Well, you know, I don't know if I want to see the West run away with this thing here, as I've got 2 boys in the fight here. Although, oh my goodness, here comes Jaegers. And speaking of my boys, that's another former boy, still my boy. Jaegers out here in the West with a massive dunk.
Just put it on Dr. Waffles. Yikes. He pre-flip. I don't know what that was, but he got to that ball before the defender could ready to put that over and into that net, starting things off good for the West.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want to start it. And after that, what was that? Like 7.5 minutes of overtime, nearly 8 minutes of scoreless Rocket League there in the last game. The West, they score within the first 30 seconds of this one. And it was obviously another great play. Jaegers, that huge dunk. And here comes the East looking for it. Dr. Waffles coming through, a pass from Critter. And, well, now the floodgates may be open a little bit.
Yeah, we got a little bit of probably a miscommunication, if I had to guess, on the defensive side of the West there, as neither of those defenders was waiting at the post. Both of them caught sleeping over in the corner, resulting in a goal from the East. Tied ball game here with a minute gone from the clock.
Minute gone by, and we've got some action on the scoreboard here, 1-1, and here comes Dr. Waffles. Does he have a flip here? He's going for the dunk, and revenge is tasted sweet here for Dr. Waffles.
That man woke up this morning and hit the gym. I promise you. Getting it through all 3 defenders. Ooh. That was disgusting.
And that's sweet revenge there, Psycho. From getting dunked out in the first goal. Dr. Waffles showing that, hey, you know, I don't take kindly to that. I don't take kindly to that one. And a big goal here is the East gonna find their second, and it's been Dunk City out here. Is this one going to be sent in. Jaegers. He's on the catch here. Going to try to dribble this one up. Dr. Waffles keeping it in. Mitso going to pick up a save here. An attempt to maybe pass it across, maybe shoot, but erred there as Mitso out in the midfield. Sweeney on the cut, going to pop it back in. Jaegers, he's there, going to find a touch and send it all the way back. This one in the corner. Dr. Waffles a little bit awkward there. Critter going to try to help him out. Does this one popped up? Critter going to find a touch, looking to carry it down. Oh my goodness, there's the demo and Sweeney. Oh, it's off the post. He can't find it through. But that's what we wanted to see from Critter, and that's what he brings to the table, Psycho. That demo almost just a smidge closer. That would have been a goal there from that demo.
Yeah, that was a really heads-up play from Critter right there. You love to see it, but you also expect it from him, as we've already pointed out. That man is a headhunter. He's just got blood on the mind. Mitso with a huge double off of the backboard, catching that pass from Turbo and tying the ball game up.
And great read from Mitso here. We mentioned on the last undefeated team in Nemesis, the Warhawks 10-0, and he is a huge reason why. Obviously, getting his all-star selection here this season. He was coming as the management selection. Is this one close to the post there? But Critter can't quite turn. He's going to try to turn this one, but it's not going to go. But yeah, Mitso, a great player here. And he's performing well as here comes Dr. Waffles looking to take it back, shooting for the far post, but he's just off there. And oh my goodness, that is the fourth ball here, Psycho, that has hit the post.
Yeah, it's quite unfortunate, but it happens. You know, that the post and the crossbar are some people's worst nightmare. Some people it's an open net, some people it's that post and the crossbar. Oh my goodness, Air Sweeney not able to convert that, but getting it past two of the defenders and almost looking super hot with that goal.
Oh my goodness! And the post monster strikes again. And you mentioned it as some people's biggest enemy, but sometimes it can be your best friend here. And it is certainly helping out the West right here. But Sweetie on the counter attack, he sends it a long way, the long goal. And Critter going to pick up a playmaker off of this nice little outlet.
Yeah, very nice from Air Sweeney there, catching Turbo pushed up a little bit too close. Puts it straight over him. Nobody else back to make the stop. And East now leading with under 2 minutes left on the clock. They're looking to tie up the series.
Yeah, they are looking to tie this one up here. And here comes Dr. Waffles. He's looking for a dunk. As Jaegers taking it up. Critter off the ceiling. Looking for that little play there. A little ceiling shot, but not going to go. As we're a minute 30 left in this one. Yeah, the East trying to tie it up. Only 2-5 against the West all time, excuse me. Is this one going towards net? Sweeney just there in time. This ball sent over to the corner. Popped down the midfield. Sweeney gonna pop by one, but here comes Jaegers. He is a shooter, but not this time. Not quite able to get that one on target. This is just a little bit wide as Turbo send this one towards net. And Psycho, you know, it's only been like a game and a half here, almost 2 games through, but I have to say I am very impressed with these Prospect League All-Stars. They are looking really, really good here.
Oh, Dr. Waffles with the scoop and shoot. Puts it right behind that defender. Mitso getting just balled out on the line there. Unfortunate, but will it be enough for West to come back with 52 seconds left here, Rocker Man?
Well, and he's going to make me look good there. When I say these people have been looking good, he makes a nice little dribble play. And yeah, he's coming in here. Dr. Waffles, we mentioned it. I mean, Rogue and Gallium both unable to make it. So Dr. Waffles, next man up here on that All-Star list. So he was able to respond and get into the All-Star game. Maybe not the top 4 choice, but he's proven to everyone, hey, I probably should have been a top 4 choice. You should have took note, or Prospect League, that, I'm one of those guys. And he's stepping up well here, and he is looking for another one off the post. It's hanging in. It's going to be saved again. Mitso with the savior medal on that one. And another person to be impressed with is Mitso, who has just put on a saving clinic.
Yeah, I think 7 or 8 saves in game number 1. That was insane. And able to pick up another 4 here in this game.
Jeez, and the post monster, it was there again at the end, but it didn't really matter because the East did exactly what they had to do there, and they're going to tie this one up at 1 apiece here. And an impressive performance this time for the East, led by Dr. Waffles with 3 goals, Harris Sweeney dropping one critter. He had that playmaker. So the East kind of found something in that game there, Psycho.
Yeah, they certainly did. Dr. Waffles, I mean, woke up getting the hat trick with seven shots and 2 saves. Air Sweeney with 3 saves himself. They're doing really good on the defensive line, and if Dr. Waffles is able to stay offensive and deadly the way that he just was, I mean, they're going to be able to give Russ West a good run for their money.
And they really are. And, after seeing so many saves in the first one, not a lot of goals, it was good to see a little bit of an offensive explosion in this one as we got 6 combined in this one from East and West. And we'll be heading to game number 3 here shortly as it's going to be a good one, Psycho. This one is going to be a huge one. I mean, these two teams have pretty much won in differing fashions. I mean, we saw the West, they held up with all the saves. It was game 1. It was the game of the saves. Both teams putting up saves. The West did just enough to save them all away, but then the East, they came back and they, kept that offense going, and they were going to put in a lot of goals here. And I'm curious to see, to hear from you, Psycho, which kind of style of win you liked better, and if you think it's going to translate here in game number 3 is oh my goodness, what a save! And speaking of that play style, the saves again.
Again, the saves, but to be honest, I mean that is what I appreciate the most. Personally, I'm a defensive player. I prefer to or I'm better on defense, so I like to see the strong defenses. I also like to see the overtimes. I like to see the 4-minute overtimes with 0-0, and just oh my goodness, Jaeger's there putting the hater on the net.
You're going to have to hold that thought here as Jaegers, he's hanging around in the midfield. Dr. Waffles, a little bit of an error in touch, and Jaegers, he just dove right back in, a little half rotation from him. And that is what he's known for. He's an aggressive first man sometimes here. And you got to watch out for when Jaegers can turn around. And yeah, no, I agree with you. It is fun to watch those games that go down to the wire here. As this ball just floated up critter. A little bit of a card change here, trying to find that read. And so far in this game number 3, the West game plan has worked a little bit here. Find those saves, find those counterattacks here when they present themselves. And with a minute gone by, they are up 1-0 here as the East looking to battle back. Dr. Waffles harassing their critter. Gonna snag the boost, send that one a little bit too far. As he finds a demo through, he's looking for another bump as well, but couldn't quite find it. Dr. Waffles, he has some space here, but not for long as Jaegers, he's gonna come diving in there on that one. A little bit of a bump, Mitso. Trying to get out, but here comes Turbo. The ball is up. They just got to read this. Oh my goodness, a 2-man play there. No, not quite going to work. Oh, and I love the effort. I love the attempt there, Psycho, for those two.
Yeah, it would have been really, really nice, but didn't work out for him. Luckily for them, Jaegers is a really sound player. Saw both of his teammates go up, stayed back, stayed solid on the defense, so that way the East wasn't able to get a good counterattack there. But however, didn't work out for the West. But they don't necessarily need it to work out. They really just need that clock to wind down as they hold the lead.
They really do, and they can play. It kind of fits in their play style. Now that they've got a goal here, they can just be solid on the defensive end. Maybe lock down this East, but it's going to be tough to do as the East, they scored 4 in the last one. They're back on the offense here. Here comes Sweeney looking for the shot. He's got to slot it in. An error in touch, and Sweeney was waiting there to put it on.
Yeah, the missed touch from Mitso out of the corner right there really just set Air Sweeney up, giving him a shot on net. And Air Sweeney is one of these players. He's one of the top players in the Prospect League. He's been absolutely having an amazing season. So you cannot allow him those easy shots. He's one of these players that's going to put it in every single time, as he just showed us.
Yeah, he definitely is, and I'm very happy you said that, Psycho, because I just made a trade for Sweeney to get him on to Origin, so I'm loving to get him on my team. Obviously one of those great players, and he's trying to perform here in the All-Star match, trying to show up for his team. As Mitso with the musty pass there, Turbo almost got out to it, but not quite. As Critter looking for a touch there, going to work out as a little bit of a back pass. As Turbo cutting in, Sweeney going to get it by 1, looking to find another. But not going to go this time as Mitso trying to pass it back to Turbo. And oh my goodness, just in that 30 seconds alone, both these teams trying to find back passes, trying to find crossfield passes, Psycho. They're really looking for each other and, trying to see if that's the way to get through. Oh my goodness, what is happening here?
Oh.
So puts it in.
That is such an awkward way to convert with everything that was going on. Oh, Critter trying to get Mitso out, said get out of here, but that unfortunately he probably should have went for the ball there instead of trying to get the bump. Both of them staying back like that just put him in danger. Like you can't stop it when it's just rolling towards it like that.
That's true, and it looks like Mitso. He was just, I don't know, he's just too strong, a little too big to be moved by Critter at that time, and yeah, it results in a goal. That was a wild play there, probably a prospect moment for sure. As we're down to a minute 30 left here, and now the East, they find themselves down after that, a little bit of a chaotic play. They got to find themselves trying to regain here. As this ball sent out by Jaegers, Waffles pinching it down, looking for another 50, gonna pop it up high. Trying to stay with it here. Comes Critter off the backboard, looking for another touch. Can't find it. Sweeney pop this one up high. Bitso, he's gonna try to fake down. Sweeney trying to harass here. Dr. Waffles off the sidewall. He's looking for a read, but that one very tough to find there. As Turbo takes control and flicks it up. And under 60 seconds remaining here, the East, Psycho, they gotta try to find something here. Gotta press a little bit harder here, and they do as Sweeney, he slots it home and ties us up.
You speak it into existence. Jaegers pops that out off of the side. Nobody else was there for it. I think he thought one of his teammates was going to be there, but he instead just sets up the East for a perfect shot on net, and they're going to convert it every time, as we've already said. And now we got a tie ball game with 45 seconds left.
These two teams have been evenly matched here, and it's no different here in game number 3, as the winner going to put themselves on a match point on the season, or in the series here, excuse me.
Woo, for the season.
For the season, yeah. I guess it would be a match point for the season. For the All-Star season, as Jaegers coming in an All-Star shot there as he finds another dunk here on the last defender.
Kind of strange there, to be honest. Critter just sort of watching the ball. I'm not sure if he thought what he was thinking there, but you got to be aware that a ball coming towards your net like that in a 3 scenario is going to have somebody going after that ball. You don't have time to just sit and wait for it to come to you. And I mean, that was proven as he just gets beat out by I can't even remember who it was now, Rocker Man. Sweeney came in and Jaegers came in and just put it over him.
Yep. As now we're down to the final seconds in the East, trying to pop this one up. Here comes Critter trying to keep it in the corner there. Sweeney, he's going to pop it up high. They got to keep it going, but they can't. And the West is going to come through in a close one there, led by Jaegers on that one, and led to victory there as, they battled it up. It was a battle between Jaegers and Sweeney, it seemed, but Jaegers and company are going to come out on top, and they're looking to give the West the 3-1 lead on the night here, and also looking for the 3-1 win in this series, Psycho. And the East, I mean, it's not like they're playing terribly bad, but just it seemed like a couple of times, Psycho, that they just didn't go for the ball when maybe they should have.
Yeah, there was definitely a couple of those mistakes there. Critter, I hate to just keep calling him out, Critter, I love you, but he did make that huge mistake right there at the end. Just, I guess he was thinking the ball was just going to come to him, and the other team was just there. Jaegers is just going to be there. So that is really kind of what resulted in the West getting that win in game number 3 there. So I'm interested to see. They need to be a little bit faster. East has got to come out and take the stops out. They got to put the turbos on. They got to really get out there, because West, they can smell the blood. They can taste the blood in the water, and I think they're going to go for the kill here in game number 4. They're looking to make my prediction true.
Yeah, well, we are going to have to see if they can do just that here as, well, we're getting into it. Game number 4, Forbidden Temple here, West versus East. And yeah, they're going to have to put on their turbos and hopefully take out that turbo on the other side there, who has been having a very solid series so far, as so has pretty much all these guys. I mean, really not too bad of a series from all these guys. Obviously, they're all-stars for a reason here. They've been performing well, but this is the most important game of this series It's all about who's going to come in and clutch. Sweeney right now, he's trying to come in clutch. High off the backboard. This ball floating. Here comes Dr. Waffle. But he misses the net. He had the shot, but he just sends it a little bit wide. And that was almost a perfect three-man play. It was like a 3-on-1, but the West somehow survived.
Yeah, they just got that hardcore defense. I mean, the West is just, they got an angel looking over their shoulders or something. I don't know, but they stayed alive in that first 60 seconds when they maybe shouldn't have.
And they are going to be loving that here. And now they're back on the attack here. Jaeger's trying to get that soft little dime in the turbo, but not quite going to work. His Critter, he finds a demo. He opens up the space, but he's not quite going to get it. Here comes Sweeney. Another great shot there, but Bitso just, oh my gosh, Psycho, he has got to have almost got him. He got 3 already in this game. He's probably going to have like 15 saves in the series so far.
Easily. I mean, he scored. I'm pretty sure he's gotten at least 3 every single game. He got 7 or 8 in game 1. I mean, yeah, the man's got to be sitting around 15.
Yeah, he is just really carrying that defense there. An impressive player. You know, one of those guys that, you know, people expected to be big here. You know, obviously on an undefeated team, you expect him to step up, and he has done just that here. As we're into this one still, and this ball hanging around in the East Zone as we're in a game 4 Forbidden Temple. Critter trying to make some magic happen, but it's not going to work out this time as this ball pops up high. Dr. Waffles, he might have a flip there, but Mitso on the backboard. Great backboard defense, and, you know, maybe Psycho as, wait a minute, Turbo with a shot. This one dangerous in the midfield, but going to be saved away. And I was about to say, I had to stop myself, Psycho, before I get caster curse. But to say, maybe this is looking like a game 1 scenario where we had so many saves go through it. Here is Jaeger. Oh my gosh, he almost found the read.
That's exactly what I was thinking, to be honest with you. I said, man, this is looking like a game number 1. I love to see another overtime, another 3-4 minute overtime. Give it to me. But, you know, hey, we'll have to wait and see. Still plenty of time left. The second half of this game to go, so anything can happen at this point. Oh, Air Sweetie with a big shot.
Air Sweetie coming up huge right there, just when they needed him. Turbo and Jaeger's a double commit. And look at this slot here. Air Sweetie, perfection. Upper 90, top right. Put it in and give the East the 1-0 lead there with 2:15 remaining. And could be looking at the game 5 alert, Psycho. It could be time here if the East can hold on, but the West, they battled back before, and with 2 minutes remaining, still a lot of time here on Forbidden Temple, and they've even had a couple of great chances in this game here as a miss comes through. Sweeney putting another one in. He is a shooter, he is a scorer, and he has given the East a 2-0 lead.
East back alive. Air Sweeney just taking his time, letting the West players miss the ball, and he's got an easy shot, just zones in, puts it in the back of the net, takes a 2-point lead for the East here. East looking to force the game 5, looking to make me look like a fool in my prediction ability.
And trying to make you look like a fool, but hey, they might be able to bring it back. Here's a huge save. Comes through on the back lines with 1:30 remaining. This one, Critter coming up. Oh my goodness, high off the backboard. He can't quite find it. Oh my goodness, 2 Prospect West defenders fly by that ball and not quite able to hit it here. Is the East going to look to kill some time here? But here comes Jaegers trying to make something happen. This ball blocked up in the midfield. Mitso going to find a touch, sending it down. Turbo's waiting there. Dr. Waffles thinking about challenging, didn't have the boost. Critter diving in. And the East meeting the West to every ball. The West is doing what they got to do, Psycho. They are put on the pressure, but the East equal to it here, just cutting them off when they get the opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you got to do. You got to be aggressive. And, I mean, the West is struggling right now. They really got to start pulling something out in this final 60 seconds if they want to pull this game back. It's going to be tough for them moving into a game 5 scenario, I think. This East roster is definitely no slouch.
It's really not here, but with the final 30 seconds, can the West try to win it in 4 here? This ball sent off to the side. Sweeney gonna find a touch, looking to stay with it. This ball popped out. Dr. Waffles on this one, just looking at 50. His Critter blocks it back in the zone, and every second going away is a second the West is going to be pushed closer to game 5 as Dr. Waffles another save. We're looking to make some magic happen here, but final 10 seconds, Dr. Waffles there. A demo comes through, but Jaegers, he's trying to put it towards the net as Sweeney not going to quite put that one in. Is not going to make that clip come through that went viral on Instagram where they own gold with a couple seconds left, as this one is going to go into the ground there. There was actually a clip, Psycho, as the East pushed it to game 5. Origin was playing in they're playing in a rank game, and they had like a team own goal, and it got like thousands of views on Instagram.
Wow.
But that didn't happen this time. So lucky for them, they're going to survive here. The East hold on to the win, and we're going to be going to a game 5, which is always hype, Psycho. The first game 5 of the night.
Yeah, definitely hype. You love to see the game 5 come out. Both of these teams just fighting tooth and nail, doing a great job. I mean, game 1 and game 3 going to the West. Game 1 was amazing with the 4-minute overtime. West winning it just by 1 point, but then West coming back in game number 3 and starting to run away with it. But East has held it together in the even games, the game 2 and the game 4. They were able to force the game 5, and we're getting into it right now. Who is going to take this, Rocker Man? Who do you think's got the upper hand?
Ooh, I gotta root for my boys here, Psycho. A little biased. I gotta root for the East here. Got 2 of my Origin boys, and I love Critter. But oh my goodness, it's a 3-on-1. Dr. Waffles, watch out! This Turbo comes in 7 seconds in.
Such a nice play. Turbo getting control of that ball. Jaegers with the heads up, getting in there and interfering with Dr. Waffles, forcing him to jump. And Turbo just going to walk that one straight into the net. 7 seconds for West to get their first goal.
Yeah, the first goal so big here in game number 5. The West trying to keep it going here and keep their all-time record a little bit higher here. Is the East trying to be aggressive, but maybe starting to be a little bit too over-aggressive. But still, a long way to go in this game 5. They only find themselves down by 1. Jaegers on the touch. Mitso out to Jaegers, trying to find a 50 in the midfield as another 50 comes through. Critter racing back. Mitso on this one, sending high off the backboard. Critter gonna find a touch there by 2. It's just Turbo back there. Critter, he's gonna try to make something happen there, but it's not gonna go. As trying to dunk, Dr. Waffles has to get back to it here as we're about a minute gone by, and that quick goal there off the opening kickoff is all that separates us now, Psycho.
Yeah, it certainly is. And I mean, that's not a lot, but the West is still holding the lead. The West is still looking to control the pace here. And it seems like East doesn't have much to do. They've got 0 shots on net. They've been forced to make 1 save. So, I mean, if they're not able to start turning things around, West is going to continue to control the pace of this. And that might end up being their demise.
And Dr. Waffles, he found the foot preset, but just couldn't follow it on target. But this one, a little bit dangerous. Critter just back in time to save that one away. As the West, they are putting on some pressure here on the East side. As the East trying to get out, still looking for their first shot of the game, and it might be here. Here comes Critter. Does he find the read? Not quite. Now to boost. Air Sweeney pops it up high. Here comes Dr. Waffles, but Turbo shuts it down. And Critter, he's going to find a demo on Jaegers here. This ball still back in the zone. Critter, he's hunting again. Mitso gonna find a touch. Dr. Waffles gonna be dunked out though. Sweeney is up, trying to find it, looking to touch another one. So a little bit of a double commit comes through, but the West still holding on to this 1-goal lead. But it's not for the lack of trying from the East, as they've just been putting trying to put some shots on, but still held shotless right now. The West defense, we've talked about it, Psycho, all series, especially in that game 1 where I believe 14 or 15 saves in game 1, and the defense is still holding on for the moment. But here comes Dr. Waffles trying to put it through, but they can't. And oh my goodness, the counterattack is going to come through. Jaegers, he takes it all the way down, and the saves lead to a goal.
And the absolutely detrimental play there from the East as they all push up. And West just gets an easy counterattack, putting that in. Jaegers busting out with the titanium white Tyrannosaurus Rex all over their faces.
He did do that. He did do that. I don't know if he's that sort of phrasing, but he did do that there. As this one floating in the midfield. And this ball going to be cleared away by the West. And with 2 minutes remaining here, the East, they have still only got one shot on net, and the shot led right to a West goal on the counterattack. And this is not the normal game we've seen from the East with so many shots. And with 2 minutes remaining here, they're going to have to try to make it count here. Turbo on the dribble, sending this one down. Going to find a block. Sweeney is there, but dunked out. Here comes Mitso looking for another touch, and that one's going to clear to the corner. And the West are just wasting the time way. The East, they have to be the ones to be the aggressors here, Psycho. And the West know it here. As here comes a shot. It's going to go in. Mitso, great pressure off the pass from Jaegers.
Yeah, that was a good play. Jaegers putting that straight to the mid. Wow. And Mitso there for it. What a play. 3-0 now. The West is up by, and I mean, a minute 30 seconds. Yeah, it's plenty of time to get 3 goals, but I don't know. The West have just been playing so well, Rocker Man. I think that they've already got this in the bag.
Yeah, the thing about the West, too, is that they just haven't been playing well. They've been playing well on defense, which the East need to score 3 goals. And, oh, wait a minute. They might find one here, though. And, well, wait a minute, Psycho. Minute 15, a lot of time. Nice little pass here.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of time. Dr. Waffles with a good dunk there that turns into a great pass. Air Sweeney ready for it in the mid, getting their first goal here in game number 5. But will it be enough? Will they be able to turn this around with just over 60 seconds left?
Yeah, they're going to have to go here. Is this ball pinched up? This could be deadly here. Critter has to try to make the touch, but he can't. A tough read to try to clear it away. Jaegers puts one back, and right when the East had some hope, the West just take it away and put in another goal. Is that one going to go in the back of the net?
Yeah, that's quite unfortunate. Critter just so close to that touch. It looked like if he'd even, it wouldn't even have mattered. He would have got the pinch and it would have been able to go all the way across. But it's unfortunate. He is able to recover there and get a nice touch, but can't follow his shot. Less than 60 seconds left on the clock here. And, oh, East looking to try. At least they're starting to get some shots on the net now, Rocker.
Yeah, they are getting some shots on the net they need to, and this might be the opportunity. Dr. Waffles, one-on-one, mano. He's looking for the 50, but Jaegers and those West saves are just too good. But here comes a shot. It's off the post. And again, the post monster strikes. As they're down to the final 30 seconds, the East need an absolute miracle here. But Turbo going to clear it away, and he's looking to steal some back boost as well from the East. It's the time going away. Critter, he's looking for a demo. Jaegers can't quite get to it, but it's going to be pinched away again. And that may just do it right there, folks, is Dr. Waffles. He's trying to dive up. Well, Sweetie looking for one more. But I'd say that's written in the books there. The West are going to come through and find another win. They are going to be leading 3-1 on the night as they take this Game 5 in the Prospect League. A great performance, and that was a really, really good game there, Psycho.
Yeah, it certainly was. You love to see the Game 5s come out, just a back and forth. And we could tell after Game 1, it's not often that you see an overtime go 3, 4, almost 5 minutes in. So when that happens, you know these teams are just going to be clashing the entire time. And that's exactly what they were doing. Couldn't have asked for a better match from these All-Stars.
Yeah, they really gave it their all, and the West, they come out on top here, improving to 6-2 all time in the Prospect League against the East. So shout out to the Western All-Stars. They take the victory there, and they help the West move to 3-1 on the night. They're close. We have 7 matches on the night. We've got 4 under our belts here, and we are going to be heading to a short break. But when we come back, we're going to get into the Challenger League All-Star game for a spicy one. I will be on the pitch there, going up against the West there. It's sure to be a great matchup, so make sure you guys tune back in just a couple minutes for the Challenger League All-Star game. We'll see you guys in a few.